everyone, Chris Arnett here for Card Player TV, coming to you from the $25,000 buy-in World Poker Tour Championship event. The mystery has been solved. I'm here with Justin Young. Last time we saw him at Eric Baldwin's house. He was the pool boy. Looks like you're back in action.
Yeah, I ran hot in blackjack and got my buy-in, so I got to quit the job actually, and I'm working on getting my own pool hopefully.
Awesome. Now last night, before you doubled up today, we'll talk about that big hand today, but first, last night you had a big hand against Bill Edler, is that right? Can you tell me a little bit about that hand?
Yeah, it was a 3-bet pot pre-flop. Bill Edler 3-betted on the button. I called with a 5-4 spades. It came Jack 7-3 with 2 hearts. Checked all the way around, and the turn was a 5, so I hit a pair and a gutter ball. Checked to me, and I bet about 2/3 pot, and Edler raised pretty small. I thought I had enough outs to give it a call, so I called. Then another 7 came off, so the hearts missed, so it's Jack 7-7-5-3. I checked, and he didn't take very long, and he put it all in the middle for about 60,000. And I'm not sure if it was the 3 beers I had or if some kind of read I had on him, but I ended up making the call, and he just mucked his hand and shook my hand and walked away. So third pair was good somehow, and that put me up to about 220, and so that built my confidence quite a bit.
Now, when you were calling on the turn, did you feel like your hand could be good, and is that why you called on the river? Because obviously a paired board, if you think your hand's good on the turn, makes you want to call it on the river. Do you have any kind of plan going into the river?
Yeah, a little more analytical of that. I thought my hand was good probably about half the time, and then I would just make a read on how he put his chips in the middle. I thought I looked so strong that his hand would have to be massive for him to even bet the whole stack on the end. I figured he'd either get cute with it, or if he shoved it all in, it just seemed weird. It felt like a bluff. So I thought I was good half the time, and the other half the time I figured I'd have at least 4 outs, maybe up to 9 outs. So I thought it was worth at least taking the card off and seeing what he did.
So when he did go all in on the river, it was like either the nuts or nothing. So in those kind of situations when it's so polarized, you had more of a tell to call?
Yeah, the only hand that made sense was 8-6, and I play with him a little bit. I know he's capable of 3-betting with a hand like 8-6, but even if he had top set on the flop, he still has to bet it with the 2 hearts out there, and the way the board was spaced out, there's too many gutter ball to give a free card. So a set was out of the question. I thought for sure it was 6-8 or nothing. So I knew he's capable of doing it, but I think I was right at least half the time, so I ended up making the call.
All right, now tell me about the hand today, the big one with Amnon Philippi.
David Gray raised under the gun, and everyone but Gavin called by the time it got to me in the big blind, so any 2 I'm calling. I call with 8-7 off, comes King 5-4 rainbow, so I flop a gutter ball, which isn't all that great. Checks, guy in middle position, bets about 1/3 of the pot, and Amnon just calls. So I'm getting pretty good equity. I am out of position, which I don't like, but I have a feeling that the guy has a pretty big hand. I'm thinking a set, so I think I'm going to get paid off if I hit my magical card. So I take it off, and the 6 hit, so it was gin for me. I checked, and it was great. He led, and Amnon raised, and I knew Amnon had to have 2-3 there. That's the only thing that would make sense for him. If he had a set, he's raising on the flop. So I figured I'd go ahead and try to get it in before a scare card comes, so I'd make a pretty big raise on top of his raise. And he got it in pretty quick, actually. I mean, my hand's so well disguised, it's almost impossible. It's tough for me to have any other hand, but he's probably thinking maybe I had the same hand, but he got it in, and had him drawn dead, which is always a good feeling.
Definitely. When you peel for a gutter ball and you actually hit it, it's the best feeling, right?
Oh, it is. I feel like I just stared at the card for 15 seconds because I wasn't sure if it was actually the 6 or not, and I have to look back to make sure I have the nuts and everything. But yeah, it's when things are going good, things are going good.
All right, looks like you're chip leader now.
Oh, that's good. I haven't gained any chips over this last round, but I think I have enough to sit and play fairly quiet for the rest of the day.
All right, well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Thanks, Rusty.
Chris Arnett with Justin Young for Card Player TV.